everybody? My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round 4 of the Recruit Flight Club Championship. Now, if you haven't been following along with the Flight Club Championship, this series is all about players of different levels playing in championship events of their level. We had qualifiers. In this event, we have players who got 0 to 2 wins are the players who are in here for a qualifying event, and they're fighting for championship level prizes. We have a championship mini belt on the line. We got template tray, flight jackets, all kinds of stuff available for them to win, just like as if they were in a top level championship. I really took these Flight Club championship level experiences really seriously. Every level basically has the same prizes. A couple of things that are shifted for the Aces. The Aces have a full-size belt and a slightly different dial cover design. But other than that, it's all the same. I'm excited to see what we get in this matchup. We got Dread Champ versus Fabian Zikowski, and I'm joined by my good friend William Hagewood, who's going to break down those lists, and I'm going to open the Choose Your Champion bets.
That bird is a drake, if you've been following along. Otherwise, that's completely out of context. Let's break down these lists. For Dread Champ, we have some of my favorite pilots here. Garvin Dreas in the X-Wing. When he spends his focus, he can hand it to another ship at range 3. Jake Farrell, who can boost and barrel roll and hand down focus actions to ships at range 0 to 1. With thread tracers, and those thread tracers are going on some ships who really are going to need them. That's Braylon Strom, who when stressed can reroll up to 2 attack dice. He has the stabilized S-foils that are mainly going to allow him to perform a cannon after he attacks with a regular weapon. And that cannon's going to be the synced laser cannon. One of the new ones here that requires 2 cannon slots. It is 3 dice and range 2 to 3. It does have an ability about if you are calculating, the defender does not apply range bonus. Braylon, not a robot, a real person, and it has no way to get calculates onto there. But you can reroll them both. So you would shoot primary, spend lock, and then be able to shoot the synced laser cannon. Between his rerolls and the focuses from his rebel friends, should be heavily modified there. We also have Tin Nub. There's a hull upgrade on him too. Mm-hmm. We also have Tin Nub, who can spend stress to change any eyeball results to evades or hits, depending on what kind of die they are. He also has the stabilized S-foils. He's not using it for double attacks. He's utilizing the barrel linked red target lock that is on those foils, which is going to allow him then to barrel roll, get a lock and a stress. That's a double modified attack coming in. So good.
Now, real quick, I want to talk about this opening from Dread. Do we think are these tactical bumps that are going on? Like, is he self kind of conga lining?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he wants to fight in this big open area to the bottom left. He has no reason to move his slower ships, especially the B-Wings, towards these asteroid fields. That's going to limit his turnaround maneuvers. And because Braylon here, we see Braylon doing that self bump because he can't double attack at range 1. Mm-hmm. He can only do the single attack. The synced laser is 2 to 3, which is why I prefer Ion, but Ion doesn't do good damage like the synced laser does.
That's right. But you know what though? Sometimes 1 damage is enough, especially when you don't have mods, and Ion tokens are good.
Oh, he'll have mods. I'm sure he will. Between those rerolls and the focus tokens flying around, I'm confident he will. So we got Chewbacca, by the way, 27 months. Thank you.
What's up, Sam? Thank you so much.
Man, it warms my heart seeing all these people boasting their multi-year subscriptions. Well,
That's right. I mean,
really
the months are really getting up there. Like it's crazy. Or I don't know who has. I mean, I guess Brian Lindemood. It literally has one of the first badges. He's one of the first people to sub to us. So whatever he has is within the beginning. He is like the beginning of the Twitch channel when he subbed in one of the first waves.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to Fabian Zikowski, who's flying some Separatist here. That is Django and Zam, both in fire sprays, but I think we have quite a unique loadout here for these guys. You have quite a few points to mess around with after you put just the base chassis in here. So let's take a look. We have Django, who we'll see if his ability tracks. We try to keep track of it, but it's he likes going blue speed maneuvers, or specifically less difficult than the enemies, and gets to change the dice because of it. We'll work more on that when it comes up. Whoa, Chewbacca.
There we go. 10 subs. Thank you so much.
Gifted a total of 163, Chewbacca. Oh, thank you so much. Korkanis as well. Subscribe to the Prime. Thank you, everybody who has been putting through their subscriptions today. Wow. We've been getting a lot like the support for this rookie championship.
That's right. They're waiting for me to bust out more prizes. Let them get through the list.
Just want to get the list here before we start engagements. Anyways, Django, long story short, he can change eyeball results to blanks in certain conditions that involve the speed of the maneuvers. We'll be excited to talk about because it honestly rarely comes up, which is so surprising. Anyways, he's got Treacherous, which is a defensive ability. Can utilize ships obstructing the attack to cancel hits. Pretty cool. Dooku, that we're going to be talking about all game, become a very popular upgrade here.
Hacks, baby. I love Dooku.
Yeah, right. Can essentially call out a dice roll. Anytime a ship at range 0 to 2 rolls a dice. Thermal detonators, rocks, clouds, console fires, wounded pilots, literally anything that rolls a dice. Duke could you be messing with? So good. We have thermal detonators on there too. 4 bombs in there. False transponder codes, very good long range jam for Django. And then a hull upgrade, bringing him to 11 health there. So really brought some defensive tech there between the hull upgrade, Treacherous, and Dooku. But not straying too far from the standard layout. This Zam, though, ditches the force-using crew. But from the normal builds, this one also has the Treacherous, the thermal detonators, the false transponder codes, and the hull upgrade. All pretty standard upgrades here. But also includes the Slave 1 Separatist title that allows for crits, essentially when you're behind somebody. When you're behind them, you can crit them. But it also allows you to take the Boba Fett crew member.
Watch out.
This is also a very interesting ability we haven't seen a lot of use of, but says, while you perform an attack, if there are no other ships in the attack arc, you may change one eyeball result to a hit. Because of Zam's condition cards, you better mean business and you should thank me, it has the potential for bonus attacks, multi-attacks per round. So utilizing that, Boba could essentially be worth 2 force charges instead of just 1. It's very interesting. It has that. It's a pretty big restriction, though, if there are no other ships in the attack arc. 0 ships, no friendlies, no other enemies. So pretty restrictive.
And
but then again, Zam's got front and back arc. Like this. Look at this. Single ship in there.
Right now, you see Zam turned away, does have a single ship in the arc. And, you know, this is Fabian begging, please chase me. Chase me so I can be a fire spray. But, I mean, if I'm Dread has, by his play, we could see that he's already fully aware of what the of what needs to happen here.
There's a little confusion about the dice box here, but that's okay. They're ready to roll. And yeah, Django missed out on that lock opportunity and wasted his false transponder codes there. So sad. We have a Boba trigger there, though.
Yep.
So that was crit, hit, and an eyeball. Boba trigger's only one ship in the arc.
And Natty's.
And no problem from Jake.
False start. Yeah, and
that was a good opportunity to get some damage out early. And
the false transponders, for anybody who might be confused about that, it does specifically say after you acquire a lock on an object. Okay, so object is it's pretty much anything in the game. And that would include so technically that debris has a jam, right? It's been jammed, but
you can't assign tokens to obstacles.
Exactly.
Technically.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
It'll matter one day. You know what that's called, Will? You know what that's called? That's called design space, right there. Design room. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. What's something? Maybe like if somebody, especially with squadrons, right? I've been thinking about like what are some different type of upgrades that could end up existing that get inspired by squadrons, and what if somebody like there's the U-wings and the Reapers that like refill people. What if they're like, oh, I'm gonna drop a focus token on this obstacle, and you're at range 1 of it, and you can grab it or something like that, and then false transponders like jam, no, can't have it.
Okay, I can see that's where my mind went too. Of like, like how Garvin kind of passes his token to a friendly, someone just kind of passes their token off to an obstacle. Mm-hmm. That's super weird. Yep. I guess thematically, though, you kind of like send out a little tracer, little beacon. What round is this? You can't always !round to find out what round it is.
This is true. Or, !round. Correct. It's the correct choice.
Correct.
All righty. Well, man, here's the thing. There we go. Got him. Oh, great. So here's the thing. Is Dredd going to fall into the chasing the fire spray trap? Because right now he has,
Django's
he's
turning left, right? Like, he has no reason to go in there, right? Like, his left, not ours.
Yep.
Right?
Because clearly Dredd knows the game, right? He didn't want to play. He didn't want to right? He didn't want to come in and play in the obstacles. There's the thermal detonators.
Yep. Should hit Jake. Yep.
All right, but he looks like he did come to play. You can barrel roll Jake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jake did get caught up front here, so won't be helping out as much as you would like to see him.
But doesn't have to take a stress. Just ends up assigning the focus to himself on the ability.
Yeah, so good. And you're right, like, and Dread Tramp, I'll give it to him that he knows, like, not that this is a bad matchup. Like, he certainly has the offensive firepower to deal with these fire sprays, right? Mm-hmm. But what he lacks is the maneuverability of them. And so to get a good engagement for him, he took his time and slow rolled, if you will, trying to get the fire sprays to come into this open area. But Fabian counters back with, well, I'll go into the open area, but not for very long. And I very much see that. So this was Barrelin going to barrel roll, then lock, I assume. Yep. Wants that lock to set up his double shot, double synced laser cannons. And yeah, Fabian's doing a great job here because the Zam's going to fly away, right?
Ooh,
so there most likely won't be shots over there. He still might be in range. Confirmed, not in range. Yeah, that's both their false transponder codes gone then. Jake's safe from the bomb. And the fire sprays have set up. I really like this engagement. The oh, excuse me.
No worries, no worries. Take a second. Checking with D about the false transponder codes. Question.
Ugh. Sorry, what? What about the false transponder
no good.
codes?
Checking with D. Apparently, some people were saying that D was giving a different ruling. So if that's the case, then he can have false transponders back.
It says object though.
It does, but you know, I think D may have gotten a ruling from FFG.
That's strange. All right, well.
Yeah. Let's see, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter quite yet because it hasn't locked again. We'll find out soon. And right there, did we just get a ship get half points there? Jake ends up losing half.
Yep, he took 2 through that rock. Or excuse me, that was a debris. 3 natty hits from Django. 1 evade in return. And this is going to be 2 eyes. So was Jake 3 obstructed range 3. Yeah, rolled 5 dice, 1 eye. Ugh.
That's terrible. Feels bad.
That was a real bad moment here. All right, so the fire sprays, like it's Fabian. I love this. Like I know Marcel was like not. I forget how he phrased it, but he was concerned about the level of play. But I think everybody so far has been coming in with practice list. They know what they're doing, and they're ready to prove themselves in this tournament.
Yep. 100%. Right now,
So, Dion.
round 4, one moment, is brought to you by Curlball Creatives. Use that coupon code RECRUIT21 for 21% off. Yes. Yeet me the question.
How can these fire spray, or how can these B-wings deal with them being so slow against these fire sprays that appear to be so fast? How will you ever track them?
I'm sorry. Hold on. We have an incoming comm relay from Judge D. Yoon. No lost charge on the object. Okay. Jonah, if you could please jump in there and let them know this is the judge's ruling per FFG. Because objects cannot take tokens, which is why it's so dumb. All right, anyway.
What? I mean, I agree. Objects can't take tokens. I'm flabbergasted by that ruling.
People said AMG. No, it's not an AMG ruling. It's an FFG ruling. It's still under the FFG banner until like AMG actually does something with it, you know?
Yeah, until they have a news article about it.
Yeah.
You require lock on an object, or an object requires lock on you. If you have 1 active charge, lose 1 charge, and jam that object. Yeah.
It's a solid, like, fine. Sure.
I'm not sure. Because
I think their reasoning is likely that because you can't finish the whole thing, it's like jam it. Well, you can't jam it because they can't have tokens. So then it goes all the way back and like reload the gun. It never happened. It was never possible.
Yeah, because if you can't resolve the effect, I don't know. Sure, whatever. whatever you want, man.
Yeah. It's a BIS upgrade. It's a BIS ruling because I said so.
I mean, it might be better overall for the upgrade that it would be like that.
No gain or benefit, therefore you shouldn't be able to waste it. I mean, that's...
I feel like you should be, though. It's a skill at that point to use your ability effectively.
Yep. You know what, Will, I mark it right now. March 13th at 2:56 p.m., this ruling will end up changing at one point when they introduce new interactions with obstacles and tokens. I say it now. Mark the day. You will rue the day.
Jeez. All right.
All righty. Here's the barrel roll for Jake.
Oh, like now you can put tokens on obstacles. So that ruling got reversed.
Yeah.
I guess. Technically, we were right before, though, but now we're even more right because we changed the rules. I guess. We can only hope so. Jake barrel boost. See, now he's behind the friendlies and can start barrel rolling, boosting to give them the bonus.
Yep. And
it only took him his shields to be spooked off.
Real quick here, and I know there's some people who said they disagree that you should be able to waste it. Here's the thing, though. This is a game of information, right? So when somebody busts out a target lock, when they take out that template and they're reaching across the table, they should not be able to do that for free. And if you have actions or triggers that go off of that target lock that you could potentially waste, I don't think that the player should get it for free. Now, the rules say what they say. Because they said so, that's how it works. Fine. That's cool. We'll let it go. I'll never bring it up again until I do. But
so I'm not sure who this is. Oh, well, but it's D Yoon coming in. Got any insight?
I just came to assert that I got that ruling directly from former FFG developer. So that's how we're ruling it. It's as simple as that. The rules aren't entirely airtight one way or the other. It's a sort of like undefined state that if we were computers, it would crash us.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what we were told. And design is greater than just about all things.
Why does it say object? Why does it say object?
That's what I was going to follow up with. If
that's
there was
the conversation we're about to have. Why does FFG use certain words?
Well, we got 2 hits, and Braylon's going to try to rule.
Why must you ask that question?
Easy evade. All right, so let me just clarify though, D. If I was an object who could be assigned a token, then the false transponders would work.
That tracks with me.
There's just currently we only have ships, obstacles, and remotes. You can't assign circular tokens to a remote. Could you jam a probe droid?
No.
What about like delayed fuses on a bomb? That's a token, right?
But jam doesn't affect. Jam doesn't affect those.
Can you jam a bomb or mine?
I don't believe so. I'd have to dig.
He's just slowly raising his hand towards his head. We did get 1 damage there, by the way. And that
all right, I'm out.
That did trigger. You should thank me right there. Acquiring the target lock onto Braylon Strom there.
Yep, and this would be Braylon's going to spend his lock here to shoot the synced laser cannon. Going to use his Braylon ability there to reroll into hit, crit.
There we go.
And we see Fabian double checking that synced laser card. Is like, wait, what are all these words on it? It doesn't mean anything.
Yep, and
oof.
Hello there. 3 more damage. On to Zam. She is shield down. She should be recovering another charge now from the Zam Wessel card. Did she recover it? I'm looking for the card. There's so many cards.
She got full Zam charges currently.
Full Zam.
So we did see there. I know we were talking about pressing issues, but at the time it was very insightful to hear that. So, oh, you know what? I had to stop mid-sentence here. So we gave them the false transponder codes back,
Yes.
right? And then Zam just triggered false transponder codes after You Should Thank Me. So did that prevent the double tap?
So the false transponder codes went back on Django. And the first time Braylon locked, which was the turn before, it got burned immediately.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So all that played out as normal. Yep. That's right. They were locking Zam last round. As 100% true. Thank you, Jonah. All right, so game state as normal, but Braylon showed the power of the double tapping synced laser turret with all of his rerolls, potential tokens from Garvin and Jake. Really can put out some fully modified shots, and right there, just a couple attacks from a single B-Wing, and Zam's almost halved.
Oh, there's our win and the parade. Yay. Sorry, I'm gonna be distracted here for a minute.
You take your time, man. I'm going to talk with Chad about locking probe droids and trying to jam them. I don't know if that's even a thing. I thought the only tokens that you can assign to... That was actually a trick question. I was trying to catch D. I know that the only tokens that you can assign to a remote is a target lock. Because or else you could somehow give them a calculator, give them an evade that they could use on defense. And they really didn't want people to try to token stack things that aren't even ships. Like, oh man, how frustrating would that be? You can't even kill their remote. Alas.
I'm chatting with D, and he said like jam can only apply to a ship, and that's why Bree can't be jammed. I'll send you the full paragraph of what he kind of.
Oh no, I believe so. So I think what I was alluding to is that we will have objects in the future that are not remotes, ships, or obstacles. And I'm pretty sure that only leaves structures left. So I assume that in the future you could false transponder code a structure and be able to jam it. Whatever that means.
What other potential structures aside from hyperspace rings do you think they can come up with?
Hyperspace ring is not a structure. It's a ship. Is it a structure? No, it is a structure. You're right. It is a structure.
Do we have any other structures in the game right now?
No. 0 other structures.
Okay. Atticus in the chat says structures will most likely be turrets in Epic. That's fair. You can see
stationary turrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted they're not structures. Yeah, I thought rings were ships. They have a funny card, but I believe that they're ships.
Wasn't there something in the Ada pack that referred to structures?
It's a marked Sable closure.
Oh, okay.
And then, I believe the current FAQ continues to be there are no structures. But they said to the card, so they know something's up. Yeah, there's a jokey answer, exactly. I was always thinking that we would see, I know it's a little bit out there, Jonah, but that we would see a obstacle that you could choose that was also a structure. So you could choose 2 rocks and a relay station where it might give you a bonus. You can jam, kind of like how probe droids, you can jam around it like that, or you could use it as a target lock relay, right, to where you can lock people nearby it.
I don't think that's too far out there. In Armada, I've only dabbled in Armada, nothing outside the the core set, but they have a station that you can place, and like when you overlap it, like it does something. So I don't think that's too far out there.
It has positive effects. I think if you roll over it with your ship, it could heal you, and if an enemy rolls over it, there's a chance for damage. And like I think that's a natural direction of obstacles, is to make more faction specific obstacles. I think that's a whole design space they're not taking advantage of. But we're only really filling time here because there's a gap in the combat. Last round, the Rebels could not get ranges as the fire sprays ducked into the top of the board. And now they are reconvening, trying to make another attack run.
All right. Big Poppy's back.
How'd she do?
She did great. It looked like she got a little bit shy in the middle, but she did really well. I'm super proud.
That's fantastic.
All righty. All right, going forward. So this ruling comes from the quote is an ex-FFG developer, cough X. You guys are smart. Come on. All right, take a focus. Right there, and roll for 10 nub.
If anybody knows D's history, he is not one to back down from what he feels is not right. So
yep.
If he's in agreement with it, I'm sure it is appropriate. We'll have the judges Illuminati convene at some point, I'm sure, and give us a real answer. But it turns out the Illuminati is not our marshal. It's D.
That's right.
So whatever he says.
Focus barrel roll shenanigans. Here we come. Just lining them up, keeping them going nice and easy. I mean, Dread brought a lot of Rebel efficiency here. But the reality is that Fabian brought a list that does, like, understand, this is not disrespectful or anything. It's a list that doesn't come to play. It says, hey, Chase, it's the truth.
I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. They have a rear turret for a reason, like to drop bombs and run away.
Yeah.
But that's the puzzle, though. I mean, we saw just one, given one opportunity, a B-Wing did 4 damage to Zam. And now we have Django turning in here. If he boosts, excuse me, I don't think he's getting out of maybe 10's arc if he boosts.
Maybe. I think this is there it is. This is a reinforced turn. Try to prevent the damage you can, but yeah, you're getting shot by all 4 ships. Because if you boost there, you're just giving up your broadside for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So Rebels doing a great job here, trying to catch these fire sprays.
Now, will Dread actually do any damage? That's yet to be seen. We'll find out soon.
Yeah, so let's see. We have Dooku and Treacherous and that Reinforce all active right now. Doesn't look like the Rock is going to obstruct any shots, at least for Django here. I mean, what's the target priority? Is it taking Jake down, or is it shooting into one of the heavy B-Wings?
I don't know. Well, he looks like he's going at Jake at range 3. The 4 dice there. I think I would have gone at one of the easier ships to hit.
Well, Jake does have that Thread Tracer missile primed and ready to go.
Well, it got dodged. You saw him, I believe, use the Dooku Force as well to make it 2 hits.
Okay. Yep, he rolled hit and eyeball.
All right, and here is the Tracer set up. Let's see if he can get it. Remember, Treacherous is on. It doesn't apply in this one, but it may apply for both 10 and Braylion's shots. And that's going to be 2 after spending the focus. No bonus
he's
here.
out of Dooku, isn't he?
Yep.
I'm surprised he spent it on Force. That's strange.
And that's going to hit. Set up those target locks for all 3 of those other Rebel ships.
The structures are treacherous. That wrong. Actually, I think treacherous does define ship. Choose a ship obstructing the attack.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, definitely 10 and most likely Braylon have Garvin obstructed. And so that's what originally we thought it was going to be like a shield of vultures protecting you. No, it turns out the enemies have no problem obstructing their own shots.
And that's going to be a full string. Hit, crit. Reinforce. Auto reduces by 1 to a minimum of 1. Let's see what we get here on the roll. And there it goes. Reinforce kicks in and only does a single shield.
And that's the average that you're looking at. It's probably getting like 1 or so evade on 2 agility here. Potentially 3 as we're moving into long range. He's going to sling the focus token. So now Braylon's got lock, focus, and rerolls.
Yeah.
That's 2 fully modified shots coming in with that synced laser turret.
And here we go. 1 shot. You get the Braylon rerolls.
No, this is 10.
This is 10. Sorry.
Yep, spent it there. Hit, crit. The double checking the timing of treacherous, I assume.
Yep.
There you go. While you defend, you may choose
right now.
Spend 1. There's been a lot of controversy if that's in neutralize or if it's in defense modifying step. I don't know if we ever got an official ruling on it, but I always played it as during the neutralize results. So ends up blocking 1 anyways beyond the treacherous.
Oh, crap.
1 hit remains.
Did we miss a false transponder code trigger?
Yeah. Might want to. Who was the first one to do it? Well, it would just be Jake, to be honest with you. So it's not game impacting.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but
yeah, exactly.
It's not game impacting. We will let them know though, for sure.
And reinforce triggers there, 2 damage.
Yeah, they're looking at it right now. It's because Jake can choose. There it is. Yep. Jake can choose to acquire him as the first person to take the lock. So it jams his lock off. No big deal. And thread tracers, there's no order in thread tracers, just each friendly ship arranged 1 to 3. So you can choose yourself to be the first person to lock. Are they, Jonah, are they having problems?
Yeah, we're having an issue now, now that they're aware of the false transponder codes, because he's getting ready to use that target lock potentially, he said. So I'm going to grab D.
Yeah, well, if you can just let him know, he can choose the order of the people who acquire locks on thread tracers.
Right, so if Jake put it out first, then it would be the Jake one.
Yeah.
Okay. You still want D to come, or do you want me to
I think all the judge, definitely. We can't override that.
So I have
the
only shot left I have is the
I'll be right back.
Sync cannon.
I mean, I'm learning things today, Guillaume. And so I do not feel bad for our players here. Trying to learn and get the rules right. You know what I mean? You're a teacher, so you understand the power of just making sure you know, right? Like whatever it takes to learn the information, as long as you can process it and use it going forward.
The strongest the strongest memory is created through emotion. Whether that is positive or negative, it doesn't matter, but a strong emotional reaction will embed something in your memory better than another. Just a little. So yeah, the idea there is if you have a total failure, huge, massive failure because you forget a trigger, and it costs you a game, right? You are more likely to remember that trigger in the future because of its emotional impact on you. Idea there.
Exactly. Shout out to Godsphere. Wow, Godsphere reigning supreme so far today with a subscription for 34 months.
That's awesome. Now,
trying to get the 3-year badge.
I forgot to mention earlier that Belinda Mood has the longest streak right now at 43 months.
Dang. All right, Jonah, is everything cool? Did they figure it out?
Yeah, everything's cool. They just basically took it off Jake because he did put the lock from Jake on first. And so they handled it. All good.
Yep, he did physically do that as well. It wasn't even an actual choice he was making. So he did the right thing, even when he didn't know he was.
And like you said, the good news is it's not game impacting. So
no. I mean, if they hadn't noticed it, we would have just been like, remove Jake's target lock.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, anyways, that last shot did do a damage there. 2 hits to the reinforce, so 1 card. Does that have him, Dion?
Don't you dare play with me. Hold on. I'm gonna check before I know you didn't think I was gonna catch that. Are you kidding? What? No, not have.
They have all upgrades.
I see you.
Oh man. All right, so not halved because of the hull upgrade. Still has 6 remaining there. But the Rebels, though, man, these B-Wings are really just putting out the hurt. Able to, just in 2 quick engagements, already putting these things down to almost half. Super, super good. Now, I don't like this positioning for the Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, they're staring right into an asteroid field.
Yeah. What's the thought process here? Is Garvin going in for the block then on Django?
That's exactly what I was going to say. You could potentially do a close the wings too hard, and then you have to ask yourself, is Django going to go away? If he's going to go away, then you could focus boost and get in the way of his potential hard turn, right? You could also try to block with Jake as it's a more maneuverable ship. You got to choose one.
Yeah, you probably want to block with Jake because he's hurt and has only a 2 dice gun versus Garvin's 3. But I think you almost need to hard turn Garvin and barrel roll him if you're trying to get that block. I don't know what else he could get how he plans on getting the shot on Django. Now Django does have the 3 forward and the 1 up to 3 forward and 1 banks to clear the stress. So taking that gamble could also just 4 forward to keep the stress. And he plans on getting out of there.
We did get the two bank here by Jake. That is coming in for a block.
He's trying to catch that 1 bank to the outside. There it is. Garvin comes in with the hard 3. Focus up. There you go. We're setting up. I think that ends up blocking the 4 forward. So perfect position here. Unfortunately, Braylon doesn't have a way to be stressed now, though. which is an odd statement to say. I was like, oh man, unfortunately that ship has to stay unstressed.
Mm-hmm.
But we've already seen the power that those rerolls can do. All right, takes the barrel roll linked into red lock there.
And yeah, he had those B-wings lined up, hoping to get some shots here. If you can take away the action from Django here, it is massive. You could take away the reinforce. We saw how strong reinforce. Excuse me, a little puberty there. We saw how good reinforce can in fact be. A lot of people sleep on the action, but when you take it at the right time, it makes a huge difference. All right, here's Zam first. He's currently out of the fight. One thing I do like that Dredd is doing is keeping his ships focused on a single target, especially in a two-ship list. You can end up in a bad way, if you split up too much. Now, Django ends up bumping here with the 4 straight, trying to get out into Braylon, but 10 is going to have a really nice range 1 shot. But, of course, Django has a shot too.
An arc. Not in arc, in that front arc. 10's able to arc dodge there. It does leave Jake and Garvin range 1. That's a strange Garvin as well.
Yeah.
I still think the shot goes into Jake just to clear a whole ship off the board. But could score some easy points on Garvin too.
All right, no,
Looks like he's going into Jake.
He's going into Jake. He wants to try to focus fire, get a ship off the board, though it's going to be more difficult to push damage through him anyway, and wouldn't have done it with that roll into Garvin either. But again, I'm also surprised that he didn't take the shot into Garvin. It was 1 agility with the focus. Like, you had potential you could have gotten half points there potentially.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, the potential for points is too good, but maybe he wants to keep the strain on Garvin for an attack that he does have mods.
Yep. And this is 10. I believe 10 has a target lock in that pile. There it is. Got 2 hits. Can we convert?
Oh, yeah. He's got the stress for 3.
We got 3 hits there. Django's got 2 defense dice. If not one, but both of these go in, we got half points on Django.
Are you sure?
1 hundo.
1 damage wouldn't have him?
No, not today. 2 damage go in. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is half points. Dion doesn't play. 51-18.
I think there was a Dooku evade called there because you saw it.
There was, yeah.
First. All right, Dread Champ, getting it done. Like I said, I was from the beginning. I was very nervous about these rebels because the fire sprays could, come in for distracting tactics, get them to split up. Get them in weird spots so they can't keep pursuing. But Dread Champ's just tunnel vision, keep focused on the primary objective, just don't spread out, keep guns on the same target. A little bit awkward this round, though. Braylon is stressed, so probably just, 1 banking into Django?
Yeah, you're stressed and looking at a rock right now. Yes, yeah. I would agree.
Yes.
You're good. I mean, your choices are, if you want to relieve the stress, you of course 1 bank, and then you have some options to turn around. After that, you could potentially then do the Talon roll, even though you're going to end up going, to the right side.
Is there value in dialing in the too hard to keep the stress? Because you do have Django coming in, or excuse me, Zam coming in from the side and Django passing over you. You might be the main target.
You're right.
Do you keep the stress for the defensive rerolls? Because you're kind of giving up positioning for next round then too.
Right.
So
You know what? I think I'm just giving. If you're planning on holding on to the stress, you just turn away to avoid the bomb. There it is, right there. You turn away to avoid the bomb.
Yeah. So we got some thermals chopped here. Probably the main reason Django even turned into this lane originally was to try to get some bomb dropping.
My bombs. Let's go.
Yeah, Fabian score right now 51 to Dread. Fabian with only 18, half of Tracer Missile Jake.
Yeah, I mean those when you run a 2-ship list, you losing half on one is a big commitment there. And Django being the more expensive of the two.
So Berlin did end up clearing the stress there, probably lining up for maybe a Talon roll or something next round. They do have a cute little 1 Talon rolls. They could easily fit in there. Oh no! 10 gets caught at that. I don't know why I call it the middle finger. I'm sure you could figure that one out. It has to roll for damage.
Oh, hi, Cece. Ah!
There's a blank. So no damage, but no shot from Tindom.
What do we got going here?
Okay, so okay. So if Jake can boost into range 1 of 10, he can barrel roll off that rock.
Yep.
I don't think he got range though. He would have had to barrel roll in.
Yep.
Then boost. That's sad. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. All right. Speaking of boosting here.
There it is.
Got Garvin coming around.
Are we gonna get a boost focus? I know he would have had to focus first, right?
Oh, he hasn't boosted yet.
Ah, there it is. It was the
go.
bank. Focus boosts.
Yeah, Garvin, one of the few ships who really, or one of the few X-Wings who really doesn't mind to closing those wings because he gets that nice linked action.
I think Django comes off clean this turn. Like he took 4 damage last turn, but he's making away like a villain because he's gonna not most likely, unless he did another 4 straight, he's not gonna end up in Garvin's arc. Yeah, perfect.
Nah.
Perfect.
So now we're actually going to get to talk about Django's ability.
There it is.
Because he finally did a blue maneuver while the other ships, well, never mind. Not the ship he locked. Also did a blue maneuver. Someday, Django, you'll use your ability and it will be impactful.
Oh, here's
that bomb doesn't hit Jake?
No, thermal detonator, 1 damage to 10 nub. That's the first damage on that B-wing this turn, just to note.
Yeah, the B-wings have not been getting shot at. Honestly, the fire sprays haven't shot that much at all. I mean, there's only 2 of them. Zam, though, came in with full charges, by the way, so Zam's going to get her attacks. Their attacks. When you're a changeling, it's hard to know what gender you are.
This is true. Them.
Them.
Yeah.
Everyone's them from now on. Sorry, guys.
That's the safest thing. All right. What are the records for these players? I would assume they're in the anywhere
they're
from
2-0.
Two. There it is. Okay.
Yep. This was Dread Champ was ranked 7th coming into this, so this is a higher table right now.
Django time. Range fun. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, they are 3-0 right now. 4 dice. Dooku is still available as a force mod if you want it. Oh. That. Okay, so we're going to re-roll both there. So it ends up with hit, crit, looking at Braylon Strom. Maybe Dooku here. No. I didn't see a force charge flip.
Probably.
No, there it is. There it is.
Okay. I was gonna say he could. Oh, so yeah, he calls the blank. Yep. I was gonna say he could use it on Zam's offense as well. Looked like Zam was range 2 when he measured. But using
Juku.
Juku. You know what the rest of that, what the sentence I was trying to say was. I'll just scream out Juku. That's so funny. All right.
Because he modifies dice. Modified those evade dice. Juku.
That's Juku. That's exactly what it is.
2 hits and a focus coming in from Zam. Right, she's got a target lock out there. We're going to be able to re-roll the focus. And the winner is, yes, 3 hits.
And a crit. He is behind Braylon there. Utilizing that Slave 1 title.
Will, I'm stuck on the
Juku?
Juku.
You know what I was trying to say at that, but it just came out Juku.
Yeah. Somebody
Right
said.
now they're looking at the Slave 1 ability, by the way.
Slave 1 ability.
Have to be, is it...
So it says, while you perform a front arc attack, if you are in the defender's back full arc, you may change 1 hit to a crit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you don't have to be within the back arc, just some part of you.
And we got a stunned pilot out there. Don't touch obstacles. Obstacles bad.
Well, there's an obstacle right in front of them, so...
Well, obstacles bad.
Obstacles bad. Well, yeah, we'll see. Oh, good call, chilling guy. Will we see? You better mean business. But I think we have Jake shooting anyways, so.
Yeah, if Jake shoots, he'll get that'll trigger it. Spend for 2. And that's gonna hit.
Yep, Le Pirate on Barony. You don't have to be fully in the attack arc. It's similar to, I'm trying to think of any other ability.
That's a thread tracer, by the way.
Here's an easy one. Yeah, just thread tracer looks for enemies. I guess that's measuring at, though. I don't know. I'll think of a better example for you, but...
And only 1 squiggle on that one. That's going to be another damage on the Jake, sitting at 1 hull.
Because that was the double attack, correct?
Yep. The attack
You
back.
better mean business.
You better mean business. Still has 2 charges up.
You can say the non-binary pirate. Oh, what? I thought it was a play on
The Binare
Binary Pirates.
Yeah, from
It's not a play on Binary Pirates? All right. Well.
Well, whatever the name is, that's the pirate that almost lost a ship. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Can we trust a pirate that doesn't want prizes? I don't know.
I mean, I appreciate the correction. I mean, please, as a blanket statement, please correct me if I'm pronouncing you or your pronouns incorrectly.
Correct. Yes.
I will not get mad about that.
Yep.
I think it's a fun name. It's just fun to say. Love Pirate on Baronet. Of course, I'm sure I'm murdering that in French.
Braylon has 2 target locks out there.
Perfect.
Where we at? Braylon. Braylon Locke
Yeah, Braylon's got to choose.
has to choose.
Both. Yeah, choose both. I love watching the hands sometimes where it's just like both
Yep.
of them lock and then move over to the other lock and then they move around really, really fast.
Yep.
Oh man, it's so fun.
Alrighty.
All right, well, we're winding down here. We're almost an hour into the match. Dread Champ, 51 points. Fabian, 50 points.
And here we go. We're getting a 2K. 2K from 10 Numb trying to set up this shot. Didn't roll over the obstacle again, so doesn't have any consequences. Jake, we're going to get a little shimmy from the Jakester himself. Likely holds onto the focus for himself because 10 doesn't really need it because he has a stress.
Nah, it's a barrel roll, then probably boost in between the gap.
Yep. Or even just maybe just boosting straight, right? Barrel roll, take a focus,
Yeah.
boost straight.
Yeah. Well, I have to assume that Zam is hard wanting away. There's like zero reason not to. Set up the bombs, utilize the rear arc.
He barrel rolled the wrong ship. There we go. he clicked the wrong one. What is going on right now?
He's saying now cloak tokens.
What is happening?
Just give him a second.
happen.
He moved instead of undid, so he's gonna.
I saw what
move.
happened though. He clicked the barrel roll on Jake's dial, and it assigned the cloak token. That wasn't on him.
Oh, now he's undoing real far. No. I'm going to fix this. Hold on. Number fix. No, no. That's not right. All right. So, no, that's also not right. No. Undo. Okay. So, for those watching at home, you can see in the chat of... Oh, I guess that was right. Okay, never mind. All right, so in the chat, you can read the log, and you can type in the description then. Whoa. Stop doing things. So that was the hard turn, and then he did the VR1B, and now he can hard turn. Okay, now he can barrel roll. I'm just, as a note, the log will tell you the descriptions you need to redo the maneuvers. So a barrel roll is BR1B.
Yep.
Turns are TR2, things like that. And you can type those codes into the ship's description.
Yeah, those
And be able
transponder codes are not false.
Exactly. So you can fly your ship around just by putting in those codes with the descriptions, but sometimes the dials aren't responsive or whatever, and that's an easy way to correct what was happening.
And what you do that you just type in the description box. You right click. There's all the way on the bottom of the right click menu. There's a description box. You type it in, and you click off of the menu, and then it'll execute.
Yeah,
you don't press enter.
Well,
all right. Well, we got the 2 bank here from Garvin. More boosting shenanigans.
I like that. Yeah, that was a 1 Talon roll from Braylon, missing the obstacle. And, of course, we have that turn out from Zam. Probably going to boost. Yeah, no reason not no reason not to.
Hello. Garvin versus Django. That's about to happen. Range 1 right now. Let's see if Django's got anything to say about it. Do remember, though, that Garvin will only have 3 dice because his wings are currently closed.
Yeah, but both him and Braylon did hold on to their locks. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Braylon might not be there by the time I-4 rolls around. You got both fire sprays in a primed attack position here. Now, Braylon is stressed, though, so we'll have mods on defense.
Here we go. Mango Django. Three dice. 1 crit. Got the target lock out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go ahead. It looks like he's going to spend it on both. And got the full string. Hit, crit.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And that's going to be hit crit, landing into Braylon.
Oh, no, he's got a reroll because he's stressed.
Oh,
Gets
try
the
it
evade.
again.
Single crit going through.
Panicked.
Oh, well, he's got rerolls for a couple turns now.
You've only made me stronger.
So this is the instance where I'm going to Dooku Zam's attack. Zam is range 2 of Dooku.
This
and
is
I would
true.
put I would full send, as I like to say, that direction. It doesn't look like it did, but
Nope. Just 1 hit on it. No mods.
That's what I would have done. That would have converted to a crit automatically, and would have killed Braylon right then and there.
Yep. Guarantee.
Yeah. That's gonna punish Django so hard though, because that's gonna be a 2 shots between that synced laser turret as well.
We could lose him right here.
Oh, you know what? I take back everything. He's got a hull upgrade. That 1 single crit wouldn't have killed him.
Ah, got him! Got him! 1 hit. Going into Django, spending the lock here. Oh, he missed 1 of the dice. I don't think.
No, he wants. This is Garvin.
Oh, it's Garvin. Spend the focus. Yep. Sorry, I missed that.
He's gonna pass that focus over to Braylon to help out on those double attacks. Always shoot your red leader first.
That's right. And that's going to be 2 damage. Only 2 left on Django. We might end up losing Django instead of Braylon this turn. Because remember, Braylon gets 2 bites at the apple, like you said, using those B-Wing S-foils.
Yep. Did he sling the focus token? It's still in the box. There it is. Oh, man.
Rebel Synergy, does that make you smile, Will?
I love it. I love Garrett. He is by far, like, man, he's like right there with Jack. Like, but I fly Garvin a lot more than I fly Jack, so I might be turning my back on the old Porkins. Jack 104. Getting close to that 2-year badge. Thank you very much for your subscription.
Here's a shot. This is going to be range 3, primary first. He's going to want to hold on to that lock. Remember, he's Braylon. Gets to re-roll the blank because he's stressed. There it is. There it is. You know you're getting close there. And Dooku is still up, I believe, correct?
It's up currently, yes.
Well, rolled and evade. That's hit crit. That's a dead ship.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it is. Even with the hull upgrade.
I really wanted to see him double tap. Really bad.
I mean, he can.
He's been doing great, though. I know, Jonah, you're a big fan of the B-Wings. Or at least you've been flying them a lot.
Yeah, I've been playing with the double tap. It's difficult to get it to trigger. So
Bingo,
when you do,
bango.
it's very rewarding.
Bingo, bango, there win a Django. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Xpov.
Well, you beat me at Cray Cup while I was flying Garvin. Rip. I think I know what. You had Saw and stuff. I remember all my games.
Two
hits, though.
hits. I wish I had a memory like you. I remember nothing. I remember nothing. All right, and do they have a focus modifier? Does not. That's another card out there. This one's going on Zam though. Just one. There you go. You roll and evade.
We got you better mean business.
You better mean.
Tim.
You shot me. I shot you. And that's going to make it so that she has no more charges after this one. And going back at the attacker. It must be the attacking ship, so these shots are back at 10 Nub, who's only lost 2 shields so far. And this is, I believe, an unmodified attack. So leaning on some natties here. Saddies. Okay. Did Jake shot already, right?
No.
No. Cool. 2 dice.
I don't know what party girl means. I do remember I was flying against a Garvin with like some must have been like Sagar and Y-Wings or something like that.
Here's the 2 dice coming from Jake. Spend the focus for 2. Could get a little more. And does. Another damage card. But not quite. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. wait. No. Wrecked. That's half.
Are you sure, Dion?
I'm double checking. You.
Party lock. All right, whatever.
All
You're
right.
right.
6.
You're right.
7. That's 11. That means he needs to take 6. Yes, confirmed. All right, Dials and Dice asking, would the correct choice have been to save the force charge in the instance that he rolled blank focus evade instead of a Dooku in evade?
He didn't Dooku the evade though. He died that attack.
Right. So I think he's asking basically, I think to boil down the question is, if you have 3 dice on defense, is it better to just use it as a force charge, or to try to use it as a force charge, or to call it? I think it's going to be game situational. In most situations, I would probably save it for the natural effect rather than Dooku. But when you're rolling those 2 dice at range 2 or range 1, that Dooku call is money.
Yeah, at 3 dice in that situation, you're expecting the trail mix, blank, focus, eyeball, and calling out an eyeball or calling out the evade. You are statistically likely to get 1 evade on 3 agility, so it's not the right Dooku call to do that, unless you would die if you blanked out.
Yep.
At that point, you need to Dooku the evade.
Exactly.
The math is Dooku is some goofy math every single time.
It's fun though. I'm telling you, that is one of my absolutely amazing interaction. Absolutely amazing interaction. Oh,
yeah,
Will, did you get mail from me recently? Did you,
I haven't checked my mailbox.
This is super random, but I
lately.
sent you. I know I sent you the blue earmuffs, the ear things.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I sent them to Marcel
check.
too. So I know that's super random. I just thought about it right now because we're gonna give away one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wait, I gotta ask Will.
My mailbox in my apartment's a little funny, because it's real small. So I think if any packet, I would hope that in any package they would just like leave the note and keep it at the post office.
Just double checking the
Yeah.
news.
Alrighty.
Sojourner, or so I don't know, close enough. Like seeing these rebels do well. We actually had a surprising amount of rebels in the 3-0 spot, including 5X's, this list, obviously, and then another list that had Luke in it, I believe, as well. Another 4 named pilots. So they're doing pretty good. A lot better than Resistance.
All
We
right.
gotta check in on our 3 Resistance here.
And well, I
at
mean,
some point.
we were talking about the rebels here. What we haven't done today is do the faction breakdown. Empire first with 23 instances. Rebels are second with 19. Galactic Republic 15. First Order 13. Scum 10. Separatist 10. And Resistance 3.
I mean, I can't blame anybody for straying away from Resistance right now. But we had Resistance on stream; they won.
They did.
Is that group like misinformation or something? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if Zam has a win condition in this one, and we're kind of not.
No, there's
Kind of
all
glossing over the rest of this round. But
all four rebel ships being alive is absolutely massive. And Dread, as long as Dread doesn't like start to leave one, like don't one-on-one with Zam. You know what I mean? Like you got to have shots with multiple ships each turn and slowly burn it down. Slowly burn it down. By the way, quick happy birthday to Stephen Parker. He wants me to sing him happy birthday.
That's
And,
adorable.
yeah, thermal detonators. I'll think about it. One damage.
1 to 10, no big deal. Not
Yeah.
halved.
We good. And here goes Braylon. Braylon does not want to take damage here. Clinch.
Ooh, just a string.
All right, no problem. We good.
But Dreadchamp has no problem losing that other half of Braylon as time's ticking away, and he's up 100 points.
Yep, and that we're gonna go ahead and call the game there. Get D to sing to us. All right. Somebody said Dooku the crit in the chat. Dooku is dead. Dooku is dead. All righty. We're going to let these players finish out these last couple of attacks.
Just one hit. And this is into Braylon. Gonna spin the lock for a hit crit. Braylon's got 2 health, 2 agility, and 2 rerolls. Oh, did he? That was range 3. But Braylon's dead.
All right.
Braylon was strained from the thermal.
Ah, thank you.
There it is.
That's right. He did roll an eyeball.
All right, that's a little bit of MOV there for Fabian to hold on to. And one hit. One evade.
One evade. Yeah, unlikely to kill the rest of the 5 health Zam here with just a couple shots.
And And looks like he's spending the stress for hit crit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is unobstructed.
Ooh, nothing. So even a direct hit here won't kill him. And it was a loose stabilizer. And that is game. Dread Champ takes it. 150 to 81.
Congratulations. We are now heading into round 5. I'm going to go check in on the players. We're going to do a couple of giveaways here as we continue to climb. We're at 349, and I used my break to eat, and I didn't grab more stuff, but I got ideas. And I also want to talk to you guys about a patron exclusive giveaway that we're going to be doing here probably in the next week or two. I want to get it set up, but something fun that we're going to get going. I'm jumping into the event.